Before you go waste all your money on buying random crap that you think you might need before you start nursing school, or if you're a new nursing student, just watch this video. I'm going to recommend my top 8 things I would actually say that's worth buying if you're a new nursing student or about to start nursing school. This list isn't in any particular order, but I'd have to say number 5 is probably my favorite out of everything on this list. Stick around and find out what that is. And if you're new here, my name's Noah. I've been a registered nurse for a little over 5 years now. This is my new channel where I'm making nursing student tips, going to be making educational videos and things like that to try to help you survive nursing school. I've learned a lot in this past 5 years, so if you guys are interested in hearing some of my tips and tricks and trying to help you guys pass nursing school, hit that subscribe button. Getting this list off strong with the Saunders Comprehensive Review for the NCLEX. I've got rid of most of this stuff that I'm recommending just because I don't need it anymore, so I'm just going to have to throw up pictures instead of actually being a good YouTuber and having the product to show you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now, this thing is fantastic. I know it says NCLEX Review. Don't let that scare you. Say when you're studying whatever topic, say if you're studying low blood sugar, there'll be a page on there on low blood sugar, and it'll break down like all the top things you need to know about that, and it has practice questions. Just one of my favorite tools I use for studying for nursing school. I discovered it kind of late into nursing school, probably around third semester, I guess, using it for studying actually for my exams. And like if I had to rank this like in any particular order, this would definitely be probably in my top 2 or 3 things I would recommend for any nursing student. Now, the next thing I'd recommend you guys to get is a nice clipboard. Now, as an actual nurse, I never did use a clipboard that much, maybe starting out the first couple months maybe, but I used it definitely more as a nursing student. And the one I would recommend is one of 2. Either this one of the folding ones that fits in your scrub pants pocket that has like the charts for references. These are very good for nursing students during clinicals, having that little information on there for little references and things like that, like lab values, pain scale, pupil sizes, those different things. Or I'd recommend one like this. This one I use more like in the classroom, like if I was writing on like some kind of sheet fill out thing we had to do, or something like med cards, things we had to do in my class. I kept up kind of with those in one of these type of clipboards. These are like the ones with the internal storage. It has the clipboard on top and opens up, as you can see in this picture, and you can keep up with your papers and things in there. Those are really nice as well. Whichever one you prefer, I'd recommend getting both of them, seeing which one you like best, just because they are pretty inexpensive. All right, guys, let's keep this list going. We're on number 3 now. And of course, this is a no-brainer, but a stethoscope. But the reason I put a stethoscope on here is just so I could tell you, don't feel like you have to buy a $100 Littmann stethoscope. They're great quality, nothing wrong with them. They're fantastic top-of-the-line stethoscopes. But look at this on Amazon, the MDF instruments. They're just as good and like half the price, and they have so many cool colors and patterns and things you can choose from now. Personally, starting out in nursing school, I did buy a Littmann, like a $95 Littmann. And these are just as good to me. Truly, you're in nursing school. I mean, save as much money as you can within nursing school. Don't put the stress of on yourself of buying a more expensive stethoscope. Buy one like this. I promise they're excellent. Guys, another common sense one here, but the reason I'm putting this one on the list is to tell you to sacrifice looks over comfort. You know, wear the 10-inch thick kind of ugly Hokas. Some of them are cool, just depending on what color you get. That's what I wore when I was a nurse in the ER. You know, I stopped caring so much about looks and really started to focus on comfort after those 12-hour shifts. You know, when you're getting in clinicals, you know, especially if you're not used to all that walking and being up on your feet, those long days and stuff in the hospital, you need something comfortable. So like I said, sacrifice the looks for the comfort. Get something like, I would recommend Hokas. Some that are also very comfortable and, you know, have really awesome looks as well are Adidas Ultra Boost. Those are another one of my favorites to wear in nursing school, but, you know, those are pricey. Get something in your price range, but please look up reviews and get something that is the most comfortable to you, because you'll definitely need them. But you can never go wrong with some of the safe choices like Brooks, Hoka, Adidas, On Cloud. They've gotten really popular over the past couple years. But I would recommend, instead of ordering your shoes for nursing clinicals, I would recommend going to in person, go to like Dick's Sporting Goods or like local shoe store that has like all these brands. Try them on, because not every brand works well for every foot. Next up, number 5, one of my favorite things I ever purchased in nursing school, which I know the title of this video is things purchased before nursing school, but maybe right as you're starting, just since this is a subscription based product, and that is a Picmonic subscription. I personally would not have passed pharmacology without this subscription. It has the funniest ways to remember these medications and all the different things that you need to know for pharmacology and other nursing topics as well. But that was my favorite to use it for, was pharmacology, just because I struggled very much with pharmacology. And I know this can be a little bit pricey, but if you struggle in certain areas, this definitely would be worth it for you. I believe they actually have some free videos on YouTube, if I remember correctly. I think that's how I found out about them during nursing school. Just look up on YouTube, so Picmonic nursing education videos or pharmacology education videos. See the style of videos they are. They're like cartoons, little funny ways to remember things, which is how I learned, with different memory tricks and things like they do on their program. But yeah, definitely check them out. Okay, and here we have something that was so handy for studying during nursing school. Is one of these textbook stands. You put it like right in front of you, like right here facing towards you. Open whatever page you're reviewing over, put your textbook there, and it has like page holders. They hold the page open for you. That way you can take note. This was something I used every note session when I studied for nursing school. I'd read my textbook, go through highlighting what I wanted to take notes of, and then after I got done reading what I needed to read, set my book up on that thing, and then have my paper down here looking at my highlights and taking notes of it. It's so much easier to keep it directly in front of you instead of your textbook is like 45 freaking pounds. Anyhow, your textbook over here and then your note paper over here, and having to look over here, then come back and look over, then it's just much easier to have it in front of you. You can find your spot just looking back and forth, much easier than, like I said. I would highly recommend one of these. Next up, guys, is a whiteboard, and not just a little tabletop whiteboard, a big whiteboard to keep in your room or your office, wherever you're studying. I use this for like reviewing my notes, like before, like a day or two before I take the test. I would write out a bunch of like top tier stuff I think I needed to know, or like do teach back, like act like I was the teacher, writing stuff on the whiteboard for like memory recall things, seeing how much of a topic I could remember and writing down without looking at my notes and things. It's good to have one for deadlines. Have a little section dedicated, draw a little square box on the whiteboard to keep for like due date stuff, reminders that you're looking at every day so you don't forget. Almost everybody I went to nursing school with had some type of whiteboard or bulletin board of some type in their study area. Last thing here, guys, I know most people nowadays already have them, but if not, a nice pair of noise canceling over-ear headphones. Be sure they have the noise canceling feature, and I would recommend over-the-ear headphones rather than in-ear earbuds to use while studying. Just much more comfortable for, several hour-long studying session. The noise canceling is great if you're not home alone or if you don't live alone. You turn on that noise canceling feature, really lock into your studying, unless you're not the type that can listen to music while studying. But I would definitely recommend trying it if you haven't already. Especially, you're going to have study sessions like no other during nursing school. I studied like 6 to 7 hours a day at least. So very, very boring stuff, and music was the only thing that could keep me entertained while doing that studying and not keeping me from losing what little bit of sanity I had, of course. I genuinely try to take my time on this list, trying to recommend things that I actually used every day during nursing school and thought would definitely be worth your money and worth making this video to tell you about. just because I know there's so much stuff you can waste your money on during nursing school and just how overwhelming it is already. So I just wanted to give you guys some recommendations of things that hopefully would make it a little bit easier for you and provide you a little bit of help. If I left anything out, or if you guys have any other recommendations for other nursing students watching this video, drop them down in the comments. Also, if there's any other videos similar to this or any other type of nursing topic you'd like to see, put that in the comments below as well. I'd be glad to make a video over it. That's it, guys. I'm gonna wrap up this video. Lock in and study hard, guys. You got this. See you all in the next video.